continuación, CPS News.
Good evening, Puerto Vallarta and Bahía de Banderas. I hope you're doing good. I'm covering for Brent Lane tonight. I'm Jessie Ruiz, and of course, Corey Duchateau is right here with me today. Did I do that right?
Yes, you got it right,
Yay!
Jessie.
Thanks for being here today.
Yes, you're welcome. Thanks for inviting me.
Well, we have a lot of news, and together we're going to be covering everything that's been going on in Puerto Vallarta and Bahía de Banderas. Also, the sad news that we lived yesterday, right?
I know, poor Mexico.
But everything happens for a reason. We were already very partied out, so. But anyways, we have a lot of stuff to share with you, so let's listen to the headlines and then we'll be back with you.
Tonight on CPS News, crocodile sightings are on the rise along Riviera Nayarit. What officials want beachgoers to know before hitting the sand. New records raise questions about alcohol sales at this year's Vallarta Pride Block Party. Mayor sets new garbage collection deadline. Will this time be different? A decades-old tree comes down in Puerto Vallarta, and it's got the whole city talking. In sports, Mexico falls to England, but wins the heart of a nation. All that and more tonight on CPS News, the news that speaks your language.
All right, and we're starting tonight at the beach, but not with the story you'd expect. Authorities in the state of Nayarit are warning residents and visitors to use extra caution after reporting an increase in crocodile activity, especially in Bahía de Banderas, Compostela, and San Blas. According to Civil Protection Director Hector Pedro Núñez Bueno, crocodiles naturally move between estuaries, lagoons, rivers, and waterlands, often using beaches as travel corridors in search of food and shelter or new territory. That means it's not unusual to spot one walking along the sand or near popular tourist areas. Officials say the recent rains have raised water levels, allowing the reptiles to travel more freely. They're also reminding people to avoid restricted areas and to keep pets away from sanctuaries, or estuaries, also away from canals and beaches where crocodile warning signs are posted, since pets can attract the animals. If you see a crocodile, authorities urge you to report it immediately and never approach, feed, or try to take close-up photos. Crocodiles are a protected species in Mexico, and officials say respecting warning signs and giving these animals plenty of space is the best way to stay safe while enjoying the coast. Thank you so much to Israel Torres for the information.
And while crocodile sightings are up, officials in Bahía de Banderas say the real fix isn't fear, it's education.
Tourism officials in Bahia de Banderas are launching a stronger public awareness campaign to help residents and visitors safely coexist with crocodiles. Municipal Tourism Director Jose Eduardo de los Santos Mendoza says the goal is to prevent incidents by providing clearer warning signs and better information in areas where crocodiles are known to live. Officials emphasize that crocodiles are a natural part of the region's ecosystem and are commonly found in estuaries, lagoons, canals, and river mouths. During the rainy season, they may also travel along beaches as they move between habitats. The campaign encourages beachgoers to pay attention to posted signs, avoid entering restricted areas, keep pets away from waterways, and report any crocodile sightings to local authorities. Tourism officials say that with better information and public cooperation, both people and wildlife can remain safe, allowing everyone to enjoy the natural beauty of Bahía de Banderas responsibly. With information from Carolina Gomez, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
All right, better be careful. And from reptiles to a much friendlier story from the coast, some really encouraging turtle news out of Boca de Tomates. Let's hear it from Joe.
The conservation group Nakawe AC has announced the results of its 2025 sea turtle nesting season, reporting that more than 36,000 sea turtle eggs were protected and over 30,000 hatchlings were safely released into the Pacific Ocean from its Boca de Tomates turtle camp. The organization operates under a permit from Mexico's Environmental Agency, allowing it to relocate vulnerable nests to protected natural incubation areas along the beach. Last season, volunteers rescued more than 500 nests. However, Hurricane Priscilla washed away 126 of them, resulting in the loss of an estimated 12,000 turtle eggs. Despite that setback, conservationists say the season was a success and are optimistic about 2026. They expect nesting activity to increase in August and September, traditionally the busiest months of the season. Nakawe also supports turtle camps in San Pancho, Bucerias, and Las Animas, while partnering with another conservation group to monitor adult crocodiles near Boca de Tomates, helping protect both wildlife and beach visitors. With information from Israel Torres, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
More than 30,000 hatchlings back in the ocean. A great reminder of what conservation can do here in Vallarta. All right, before we head to a break, a quick word from one of our sponsors. The World Cup is here and you can score big too. Take advantage of the amazing grand opening offers at Cerámicas Exclusivas in their new store in Puerto Vallarta. Discover premium tiles, state-of-the-art porcelain, smart toilets, and designer faucets, all with special promotions for a limited time. Visit the showroom at Carretera Las Palmas 235 in Las Juntas neighborhood or call them at 33-1318-2778. Cerámicas Exclusivas, the perfect choice for exceptional projects.
Thanks, Corey. That was great. If you have not been to Cerámicas Exclusivas' new showroom, you must. It's a nice one. But anyways, we got to go on a quick commercial break. When we come back on this date, so stay tuned. Welcome back. All right, you guys. So we're going to do on this date, but I have news for you guys. We did not do our homework. Yes, we didn't. So this is going to be fun. We're going to talk about what we find out that today is. So you might want to help us with this. I heard, Corey, this morning that today, it's hard to say this because England won yesterday, against Mexico. But today is the Beatles Day, one of the Beatles Days. Okay. So, it's kind of bittersweet, to think about the Beatles today. But what do you do? What do you do? And I actually enjoy the Beatles a lot, just not today. Do you know of any other day today?
I know yesterday I saw that it was the introduction of the bikini.
Oh.
But I don't know about today, but yesterday was the introduction of the bikini. And that's
sexy.
Very important for where we live at being at the beach.
There you go. And I also know that today is Stolen Kiss Day. So I don't remember when it started, but I know that, every 6th of July, people celebrate that somehow in some way. Of course, you can't do that very often anymore here in these days, right? Like if someone comes up to you and
it can be with your partner, though. You can steal a kiss from your partner.
Well, there you go. There you go. Has anyone stolen a kiss from you?
Not lately. Not lately.
Well, there you have it. Maybe someone should. Would you give that consent? It's crazy nowadays.
It's not consent if it's stolen.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Unless it's by your partner, like you said before.
Right.
All right. Well, there you have it. Let's see here. Any other days that we celebrate today? I don't know. Maybe, like I said, you should help us and put it down on the comments. But with that, how about we go to a little bit more information for today for you guys? Oh, yes. There is a newly released public records that are raising questions. Oh, yes. And this is about Puerto Vallarta's largest events of the year. Oh, we got the chisme, you guys. Documents obtained through a public information request suggest alcohol sales during the 2026 Vallarta Pride Block Party may not have been officially authorized. Let's hear it.
According to documents released by the Puerto Vallarta city government, organizers of the 2026 Vallarta Pride Block Party received permission to hold the event and set up 13 vendor booths, but were not authorized to sell alcoholic beverages on public streets. The records also show that the city's Entertainment Commission was not consulted before the event and therefore did not review or issue any recommendations regarding the celebration. Meanwhile, the city's Inspection and Enforcement Department says officials monitored the event but issued no citations, inspection reports, or administrative actions, despite attendees reporting that alcohol was openly sold throughout the block party. Under Puerto Vallarta municipal regulations, the sale of alcoholic beverages at public events requires a separate permit issued by the Municipal Council for Restricted Businesses, or the mayor, in addition to the event permit itself. The block party drew more than 40,000 attendees and featured performances by popular Mexican artists. Some attendees also reported restricted access areas and paid admission experiences during the celebration. The information comes from public records obtained through Mexico's transparency law and has sparked new questions about permitting and enforcement during one of the city's biggest annual events. With information from Carolina Gomez, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
And that's not the only city event raising questions about spending. New details tonight on Puerto Vallarta's 2025 Carnival.
A municipal contract worth just over 2 million pesos for the 2025 Puerto Vallarta Carnival is under scrutiny after the event's former gay carnival queen alleged that several services listed in the contract were never provided. According to the city bidding documents, the contract covered the planning and production of the carnival, including stage production, entertainment, logistics, and the gay queen pageant. The documents specifically budgeted for formal gowns, casual outfits, swimwear, shoes, hairstylists, makeup, floral bouquets, and crowns for contestants. However, gay carnival queen Leah Gutierrez says those items were never provided. She claims contestants paid for their own gowns, wigs, makeup, hairstyle, shoes, and other expenses, with some spending the equivalent of hundreds or even thousands of U.S. dollars out of pocket. The issue came to light after City Council member Melissa Madero questioned carnival spending during a recent council meeting. Members of Puerto Vallarta's LGBTQ+ community have since alleged that some services may have been billed to the city but were never delivered. So far, city officials have not publicly responded to the contestants' allegations. With information from Carolina Gomez, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Thanks, Joe. And so far, the city hasn't addressed the former Carnival's queen's claims. But on a more hopeful note, the LGBTQ+ community, Puerto Vallarta, just took a major step forward, though it didn't come without controversy, of course.
Puerto Vallarta formally installed its Municipal Council for Sexual and Gender Diversity this week, fulfilling a commitment made by all mayoral candidates during the 2024 election campaign. However, several high-ranking officials whose departments work closely with the LGBTQ+ community did not attend the inaugural meeting, including Mayor Luis Ernesto Munguia Gonzalez, the city's police commissioner, the tourism director, the municipal DEEF president, and other department heads. The advisory council is designed to strengthen communication between the city government and the LGBTQ+ community while promoting policies focused on equality, inclusion, and human rights. During the meeting, council members outlined several priorities, including expanding social programs for LGBTQ+ residents, creating an annual LGBTQ+ cultural week, improving diversity training for police officers, and reviving a proposal to establish a municipal HIV prevention council. One council member also raised concerns about a reported overnight robbery involving an LGBTQ+ resident, saying the incident highlights the need for better trained officers and stronger protections for vulnerable communities. Health officials attending the meeting reaffirmed their support for the council and reminded the public that the city's municipal laboratory offers free HIV testing as part of its ongoing public health services. With information from Lupita Cruz, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Community leaders say they'll be watching to see whether city leadership shows up next time. Now, switching gears completely, a new law out of Jalisco could change how we protect ourselves online. Let's listen to Joe.
The Jalisco State Congress has approved a legal reform that makes it a crime to create or distribute AI-generated fake intimate images, commonly known as deepfakes. The new law is designed to protect victims' privacy and strengthen the state's response to digital violence as artificial intelligence becomes more advanced and widely available. Officials say manipulated images can cause serious emotional, personal, and professional harm, even when they're completely fake. The reform aims to hold those responsible accountable for producing or sharing this type of content without consent. Lawmakers say the legislation updates existing digital violence laws to address the growing misuse of AI technology and reflects the need for stronger protections in today's digital world. Supporters of the measure hope the reform will help deter online abuse, protect individual privacy, and provide greater legal tools for victims seeking justice. With information from Milenio, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Lawmakers hope the reform gives victims real legal tools moving forward. But now, before we get to our next story, let's take a moment to talk about something that should be as stress-free as possible. And this is your banking. Capital Bank is redefining what banking looks like in Puerto Vallarta, designed for expats, investors, and seasonal residents who expect more. More privacy, more discretion, and real personal service. Enjoy personalized deposits, withdrawals, and direct access, all with competitive, transparent returns. No lines, no complexity, just smart, effortless banking. Visit Capital Bank in Sayulita, Flamingos, Zona Romantica, or Marina Vallarta. Or call them at 322-209-0696. Capital Bank, finances without complications.
Smart, effortless banking right here in Vallarta. Now to a story that's got a lot of our neighbors upset tonight.
A massive ficus tree, estimated to be between 60 and 80 years old, has been cut down in Puerto Vallarta's Fluvial Vallarta neighborhood to make way for a new shopping plaza. City officials say the developer received all required permits after completing a months-long approval process. According to the city's Director of Environmental Sustainability, the tree showed signs of disease and pest damage, but those issues were not the primary reason for its removal. Instead, officials say the tree was cut down because the commercial project's design could not be modified to preserve it. Under municipal regulations, the developer must pay a tree removal fee and plant replacement tropical trees as environmental compensation. However, officials acknowledge that newly planted trees cannot immediately replace the environmental benefits provided by a mature ficus that had stood for decades. The incident has drawn strong criticism from residents, especially since Puerto Vallarta was recently recognized as a Tree City of the World for its commitment to urban forestry and environmental stewardship. City officials say they are now working to strengthen local environmental regulations and create a new heritage tree designation to provide greater legal protection for historically and ecologically significant trees in the future. With information from Rodrigo Lopez Becerril, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Well, city officials say new protections may be coming for trees like it in the future. but not yet. And staying with stories developing across the region, a major criminal investigation just got a lot bigger.
The investigation into Carne Selectas de Nayarit is growing, taking a dramatic new turn that could have major implications across the region. The Nayarit State Attorney General's office says the case now extends far beyond the discovery of an alleged drug laboratory in Hala. Investigators are now examining possible financial, commercial, and asset-related operations connected to the company. According to Attorney General Ludmila Heredia Verdugo, these new leads emerged after the recent arrests of individuals suspected of participating in the production of synthetic drugs and serving as lookouts for criminal organizations. Authorities are now reviewing the company's meat and egg sales, the opening of new businesses, vehicle giveaways, bank accounts, the role of accountants, and the source of funds used to finance its rapid expansion. Investigators say they have uncovered connections linking multiple properties, individuals, and separate criminal investigations that, despite appearing unrelated at first, ultimately point back to the same network. One location that drew particular attention was a property initially believed to be an Amazon package pickup point. Authorities now allege it also served as an administrative hub where accounting records and surveillance systems were managed. Meanwhile, part of the investigation has been taken over by Mexico's Federal Attorney General's office, which is pursuing possible financial crimes and drug trafficking-related offenses. No convictions have been issued, and no criminal responsibility has been established against the company at this time. However, state and federal authorities say the investigation continues to expand as new evidence is gathered, making it one of the most significant ongoing criminal investigations in Nayarit. With information from Israel Torres, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Authorities say the investigation is only expanding as more evidence comes in. Now a word from our sponsor. Jesse?
Yes, thanks, Corey. Well, let me tell you a little bit about Soliva in Marina Vallarta. It's a pre-sale development designed for those who understand smart investing and elevated living. With a prime location 4 minutes away from the airport, strong appreciation potential, and thoughtfully designed spaces, Soliva is where your lifestyle and your portfolio grow together. Imagine waking up surrounded by comfort, design, and everything Puerto Vallarta has to offer. Schedule your showroom visit today at 322-183-3411. Soliva, elevate your life. And you can find me at the Soliva showroom tomorrow from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Go say hi, come visit. But with that, we got to go on a quick commercial break. It will be fast. When we come back, we have more information for you. Don't go away.
Welcome back to CPS News. Well, each week we talk about trash, and today is no exception.
Puerto Vallarta Mayor Luis Munguia is once again promising to solve the city's ongoing garbage collection crisis, giving his administration a new deadline of 6 weeks to significantly improve the service. The announcement comes as frustration continues to grow among residents who have flooded social media with photos and videos showing piles of trash accumulating on street corners in several neighborhoods. To address the problem, Munguia announced the purchase of 4 new garbage trucks and utility pickup trucks through the city's Zofamat Fund. The vehicles are expected to arrive within the next 2 weeks and will also be used to collect bulky household waste. The mayor also revealed plans to purchase new truck chassis that will be fitted with existing compacting units already owned by the city. Once completed, officials expect to add about 12 new garbage collection trucks to the municipal fleet. The formal acquisition process is expected to be announced next week. Munguia said the current collection problems worsened after the departure of the city's former waste collection contractor, explaining that the service became financially unsustainable because of the high volume of garbage being collected. The mayor is also asking residents to help by taking large discarded items directly to the city's debris disposal site whenever possible. The city plans to launch a public information campaign with phone numbers and disposal guidelines to help residents properly manage bulky waste. City officials say the expanded fleet and new collection strategy are intended to restore reliable garbage service throughout Puerto Vallarta in the coming weeks. With information from Carolina Gomez, Joe Wasik, CPS News. Puerto Vallarta Mayor
Well, this is the 5th time he promises to fix the trash problem. We can't do much, but hope for the best and maybe recycle. And now let's change the subject and let me give you an update on one of the region's most anticipated infrastructure projects.
One of the most anticipated infrastructure projects in the Puerto Vallarta Bahía de Banderas metropolitan area is still waiting for its grand opening. The Amado Nervo Bridge, which will connect Bahía de Banderas Nayarit with Puerto Vallarta, Jalisco, has no official opening date, despite earlier estimates that it could begin operating by late June or the first week of July. Federal transportation officials say the bridge is in its final stages, but motorists are still unable to use the new crossing. Once it opens, the bridge is expected to dramatically improve mobility, cutting travel times by as much as 25 minutes and easing congestion along the heavily traveled Highway 200 corridor. The project is expected to benefit thousands of daily commuters, students, workers, tourists, and businesses on both sides of the Ameca River, while strengthening economic ties between the two neighboring states. For now, drivers will have to wait a little longer as officials finalize the remaining work before announcing the long-awaited opening date. It's a project many in the region are eager to see become a reality. With information from Israel Torres, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Once it opens, that bridge could save commuters up to 25 minutes a day. Thanks, Maria. Now shifting from getting around town to taking care of yourself. The most valuable player is you. Take charge of your health with a comprehensive medical checkup at Hospital Hoya Marina. This special package includes a general medical consultation, nutritional assessment, electrocardiogram, complete laboratory testing, chest x-ray, and more, all designed to help you stay at the top of your game. Don't wait until symptoms appear. Invest in your health today. Call 322-226-1010 to schedule your appointment. Hospital Hoya Marina, caring for your health is what we do best. Don't wait until symptoms appear. Invest in your health today. And from your health to something, Bahía de Banderas is riding all the way to the world stage.
Bahía de Banderas is making waves on the international stage by strengthening its position as one of the world's premier surf destinations. The municipality currently serves as vice president of the World Surf Cities Network, an international organization that brings together surf destinations committed to sustainable tourism and coastal conservation. Local tourism officials say this partnership will help attract more international visitors, major sporting events, and new opportunities for the region. Officials also announced that Bahía de Banderas is expected to assume the presidency of the World Surf Cities Network for the 2026-2027 term, with a formal invitation to be presented in Araçaia, Portugal. Tourism Director José Eduardo de los Santos Mendoza says surf tourism goes far beyond the beach. Visitors who travel to surf also support local restaurants, cafes, boutiques, hotels, and wellness businesses, creating a strong economic impact throughout the community. Looking ahead, Bahía de Banderas is also helping launch the Mexican Surf Cities Network and is preparing to host the 2026 Dia de Muertos International Surf Festival and Tournament, taking place from October 29th through November 1st. combining world-class surfing with Mexico's rich cultural traditions. With these initiatives, Bahía de Banderas is positioning itself as one of the leading surf tourism destinations in the world. With information from Israel Torres, Joe Wasik, CPS News. Bahía de Banderas is
Did you hear that? One of the best surf destinations in the world. I like that. We live here. We better enjoy. I need some surf classes. All right, we're gonna go on another quick commercial break, but when we come back, we're covering for David. He's still out of town, and we have a lot of really important sports information. Sad, but important. All right, we're back, and like I told you before, we're gonna get into sports, and as you can tell, it's an all-girls newscast today. Can you feel the girl power? Yeah. And by the way, all of the sports information is also being brought to us by Fernanda Bojorquez. Yes, she's a sports girl, and she loves it. And after watching the World Game, you know, all of the World Cup games for a little while, I can tell why she loves it so much.
It's been so exciting.
All right, well, we have a lot of information, so let's get to it. Let's see here. We're going to start with Quiñones. I think a lot of you guys, found out about him because he scored a lot in the Mexico games. He's one of the biggest stars for Mexico at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And he's just not making headlines because of his talent. He's also inspiring millions with his incredible journey. Julián Quiñones was born in one of Colombia's poorest and most violent regions growing up. He faced financial hardship, family struggles, and the absence of his father. To help support his family, he began selling candy on the streets while still a young boy, learning to value of hard work and determination at an early age. At just 17 years old, Quiñones made one of the toughest decisions of his life. He left behind his mother, his siblings, and everything he had ever known to move to Mexico alone, chasing the dream of becoming a professional soccer player. Starting over in a new country wasn't easy. He had to adapt to a different culture, prove himself on the field, and earn every opportunity through discipline, perseverance, and relentless effort. Today, that hard work has paid off. Wearing the Mexican national team jersey, Julián Quiñones has become one of El Tri's stand-up performers at the 2026 World Cup, winning over fans with his speed, passion, and attacking ability. From selling candy on the streets of Colombia to shining on soccer's biggest stage with Mexico, Julián Quiñones' story is a powerful reminder that no dream is too big when you're willing to work for it.
Wow, Jessie, that's an incredible story.
It's fantastic. I love it.
Well, the 2026 FIFA World Cup has completely transformed the city of Guadalajara, creating one of the tournament's most vibrant atmospheres. More than 533,000 fans have visited the FIFA Fan Festival in the city's historic center, where giant screens, live music, and cultural activities have been brought together supporters from around the world. The turnout has been so strong that organizers even added an extra viewing screen to accommodate the crowds. Inside Estadio Guadalajara, the excitement has been just as impressive. The 4-group stage matches attracted more than 180,000 fans, with nearly every game selling out. And the celebration didn't stop after the final whistle. Streets, restaurants, bars, and iconic landmarks like La Minerva have been packed with fans celebrating together, while local businesses have enjoyed a major boost from the influx of international visitors. Guadalajara has proven it's not just hosting the World Cup matches, it's delivering one of the tournament's most unforgettable fan experiences.
All right, and now on to the sad story of the day. Mexico's World Cup dream came to an end Sunday night with a 2-3 loss to England in the round 16. But El Tri left the tournament with pride and plenty of reasons for hope. Javier Aguirre's squad went toe-to-toe with one of the tournament's favorites, controlling long stretches of the match and creating several dangerous chances. But despite the strong performance, luck simply wasn't on Mexico's side. The final score didn't tell the full story. Mexico played with confidence, intensity, and heart, earning the respect of fans who believed until the final whistle. While the journey ends earlier that, many hope this team restores something that had been missing for years, the fate of an entire nation. Sometimes even in defeat, history is made. Oh my, section sure gets me pumped up. It has been fun. And it was sad, to see everyone so sad yesterday. Even at the fan zone, they had programmed some mariachis, but they didn't even play because everyone was just leaving and we were just so sad. But anyways, from sports, let's talk a little bit about My Health, and let's listen to the information from My Health program from Hospital.
Good program. I would recommend it to anybody new that's coming to Puerto Vallarta. In that I've been a member here for almost 8 years. We have a lot of meetings here once a month where we get to meet and interact with other members and also to share common concerns regarding health. And the facilities and care here at Hospital is really excellent in Puerto Vallarta. The doctors are all very personable, they're very approachable and easy to speak to. And whenever I've had any utilization of services here at the hospital, it's been a perfect experience. I'd highly recommend it and encourage you all to take part in the My Health program.
All right, call 322-226-2080 to book your appointment or visit them at Boulevard Francisco Medina Asensio 3970. Now here's our next story tonight, a political controversy in Puerto Vallarta that's taking a new turn.
A political controversy in Puerto Vallarta is taking a new turn after officials confirmed that a multi-million peso contract for the city's Risk Atlas was never actually awarded. The issue gained attention after City Councilwoman Melissa Madero recently questioned what she described as excessive government spending, including allegations surrounding the Risk Atlas project. But official records show the bidding process was canceled before any contract was signed. 2 companies submitted proposals. One bid came in at just over 6 million pesos, while the other offered to do the work for about 1.3 million pesos. So, why was the project canceled? A market study conducted by the city's Civil Protection Department estimated the project should cost around 6.16 million pesos. Officials determined that the lower bid was 383.5% below the market average, triggering a provision under Jalisco's public procurement law that requires the bidding process to be declared void when there's a significant pricing discrepancy. As a result, the Municipal Acquisitions Commission officially canceled the tender, meaning no company was hired, no contract was awarded, and no payments were made for the Risk Atlas update. The project will now require a new procurement process before work can move forward. With information from Guadalupe Arce, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Well, like Joe told us, no company was hired, no contract awarded, and no payments were made. The project is now back to square one. Before we move on, make your Sunday count with a delicious brunch overlooking the Marina Vallarta Golf Club. Enjoy a full breakfast buffet from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., plus unlimited mimosas. Just 435 pesos for adults and 285 for juniors. Easy parking at Paseo de la Marina, 430. Reserve now at 322 221-0073 and treat yourself this Sunday. Okay, back to some of what people are talking about. Lately, it's graduation time, and it's proving costly for a lot of local families.
Graduation season is giving Puerto Vallarta's economy a major boost, but it's also taking a toll on parents' wallets. According to local event organizers, families are spending anywhere from 3,000 to 10,000 pesos per student for preschool, elementary, and middle school graduations. Costs for high school and university graduates can be significantly higher. Expenses often include caps and gowns, formal attire, flowers, gifts, professional photography, and graduation parties. Larger celebrations may also feature banquet halls, live music or DJs, and video production. The graduation season is benefiting a wide range of local businesses, including restaurants, event venues, florists, clothing stores, photographers, makeup artists, decorators, and gift shops. In addition to the ceremonies themselves, pre-graduation breakfasts, farewell lunches, and family celebrations are bringing even more customers to local restaurants and entertainment venues, making graduation season one of the busiest and most profitable times of the year for many businesses in Puerto Vallarta. With information from Rodrigo Lopez Becerril, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
And now a personal thank you from us tonight to someone who helped me look amazing showing up here on the news broadcast for you tonight, Diego Cruz.
Oh, yes. I want to say thank you too. Thanks, Diego Cruz, for helping us all look camera ready tonight. Diego, he's a professional makeup artist and skincare specialist with experience working for some of the world's leading luxury beauty brands. Whether it's a special event, wedding, photo shoot, or a little self-care, Diego knows how to bring out your best look. Find him on Instagram. Just think Makeup by Diego Cruz or call 322-198-2021. Diego Cruz helping you look and feel your best. Now to a story out of Jalisco that's raising serious concerns for 3 families tonight.
Authorities in Jalisco are searching for 3 teenagers who disappeared shortly after celebrating their middle school graduation in Guadalajara. The missing teens, between the ages of 14 and 15, were last seen after attending their graduation ceremony at Technical Secondary School 113 in the Lomas del Paraiso neighborhood. According to family members, the boys told relatives they planned to leave for about 3 months to take what they believed was a job opportunity. One of the teenagers even sent his mother a message saying he would not be coming home for 3 months before all contact was lost. Jalisco authorities have launched a search operation, reviewed security camera footage, and issued missing person alerts as the investigation continues. Officials have not confirmed what happened to the teenagers, although investigators are examining all possible leads, including whether the reported job offer played any role in their disappearance. The families continue to plead for information as they hope for the safe return of the 3 boys. With information provided by Milenio Noticias, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
What a sad story. We have to be careful with our children. But that's it. We're done with this newscast. Thank you for being here today with me, Corey.
You're welcome, Jessie. Thank you again for having me. And shout out to Brent. I hope I did justice covering for you tonight.
Of course you did. Today was fantastic. Lots of great female energy. Our floor manager is a girl. All of the information was from our girl sports reporter. You're here, I'm here. Girl power today, guys. David and Brent, we got it covered. Don't you worry. But anyways, after that, we're going to say goodbye, you guys. If you liked tonight's episode, please let us know. So that, just right underneath the YouTube page, you can just comment right there. Hey, you guys did great. Or, hey, we miss Brent Lane. You can say whatever you like. All right, with that, we're going to say goodbye, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for coming.
Vallarta.